Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on The News Now as I bring you some of the top stories from today. Whether you're streaming on Amazon Fire, Roku, WTOC.com, our WTOC app, or Facebook, we appreciate you watching with us. And we also want to remind you, you can leave comments or questions or just say hello on Facebook on the live stream there. You can leave those comments or questions in the comment section, and I'll look at some of those throughout the digital newscast. I do want to begin with some news out of Evans County. A deadly fire is under investigation in Evans County. It happened Friday night on the 600 block of Church Street, just outside the Claxton city limits. We're told a woman died in that fire. The fire chief says it may have started with a cigarette. Our Dale Kennedy is in Evans County today talking to investigators, and we'll have more later on The News tonight, of course on WTOC.com, the app, and our digital newscast later throughout tonight. We are also working to get more information about a homicide that happened Friday night in Statesboro. It happened just before midnight at Park Place Apartments. Officers were investigating through the night and working at 3 locations within that complex. You can see on your screen now the complex down here lower on the screen, and then how close it is to the stadium up at the top of your screen. So kind of give you a view of that there. No word yet on what led up to that crime, but of course we will keep you updated on this homicide investigation in Statesboro. The Savannah Chatham School Board met with its budget committee this morning to continue discussing on the upcoming school budget. With new mandates from the state and a fire fee from the city, the school board is considering a tax increase from property owners within Chatham County. Our Zach Logan has a look at what was discussed during that meeting this morning.
Well, despite a few adjustments, much of the proposed budget continues to remain the same. School board members met face-to-face this morning with members of the system's budget committee to discuss the upcoming school budget. The school board is considering a mill rate increase, which would bring the new total to 2 1/4. After today's meeting, that rate increase consideration remains on the table. School board members say they have to do something in order to meet the new numbers approved by the state. Starting next school year, teachers will see a 4% increase in their retirement fund rate. There's also an upcoming increase to the health insurance rate for the system's employees. Despite the possibility of raising the mill rate, the school system says the mill rate would be lower than several different counties throughout the state.
When you look at the largest counties in Georgia, we're probably 33rd in that ranking of the large and small counties, actually. Of the large counties, we have the lowest millage rate of the largest, I believe, 15 counties. But if you look at statewide, of the 157 counties out in Georgia, we rank 33rd as far as the highest millage rate.
If passed, taxpayers could expect to see an adjustment in their second bill installments later this year. The school board is expected to meet on June 6th to have a tentative vote on the proposed budget. They will then meet again on June 20th for a final vote. Reporting in Savannah, Zach Logan, WTOC News.
It's been just over 1 month since an Air National Guard C-130 plane crashed on Highway 21 in Port Wentworth. The crash killed 9 Puerto Rican airmen. The road has been closed since then. However, the Air Force recovery team and construction crews are making progress on the road. Crews were out this week laying new asphalt and getting rid of contaminated dirt. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is helping with the cleanup, restoration, and construction projects. You can see on your screen some of that work from last week of laying that new asphalt and removing some of that contaminated dirt. While there's no specific date for the reopening of the road, we're told it will be soon. So that's great news for people who use that road to commute back into to work. So again, no specific date, but we're told within this month. So of course we will keep you updated with that and those that detour, of course, if there's any changes to that and when the road will open back up. Now a story coming out of South Carolina for you that could have ended badly, but ended on a great note. A 14-year-old South Carolina boy bravely went into a burning building to save his 96-year-old great aunt from a fire. Ian Klein from our sister station in Myrtle Beach reports.
She just told me that I probably wasn't going to be able to do anything, and I couldn't get her over, and I was just, well, I'm the only one that can do anything right now, so that's all that matters. We got to go. And I was thinking in my mind that if she's going, well, I'm going too. Well, that's her car right there.
14-year-old James Brown has lived next door to his Aunt Pauline for several years. He recalls hearing his grandmother screaming late Friday night. That's when he came outside and saw the flames.
It was just a whole bunch of heat and smoke just rolled into my eyes. I still ran in like 2 feet to try to open the door, but I couldn't see or anything.
James found his aunt at the back of the house nearly 8 feet from the ground in a back stairwell. Then he did what he felt he had to do, rush inside that burning house.
I didn't really think about that, to be honest. It was more just, I saw her, I know where she needs to be, and it's not in there, so.
With the help of his friend's brother, Joe Weinset, the two were able to get her out safely. Unfortunately, almost everything inside the house was destroyed.
It's very heartbreaking to come outside and just look at it and to know what it used to be like and it'll never be there again. It's just very difficult.
The family is now thankful everyone was able to get out unharmed, James escaping with only minor scratches and burns, and says despite the difficult situation,
we'll get through it. We always find a way to get through it, so we'll do that.
Certainly a brave young boy there. I've been looking at a few comments while you guys were watching that. Some people are watching from Hilton Head. Let's see, Tim's watching, Daniel, everyone's waving, just saying hello. Someone's watching from Claxton. Prayers going out to the family members, prayers for all involved. So sad, talking about the stories I just went over with you. Thank you all for joining us. Now we will have another update coming up at 3. I'll have more stories for you and some more interesting things that's going on in our community. You can watch with us. And for now, I'm Harley Strickland in the WTOC 24-hour newsroom.